Hello, in today's video I'll show you how to use the new Recover Your iPhone screen in iOS 27. This is going to be a full guide of everything in the new recovery mode and also how to enter it, of course. So it is going to be quite long, I believe. We'll see. First, let's try to enter it. To do it, first you'll need to turn your phone off by pressing and holding on power in either of the volume buttons, then slide to power off. Now you'll need to wait at least half a minute to make sure that your phone is fully off. After half a minute, you may start pressing and holding on the power button. And you will need to hold for longer than usual. So let's do it. I'll start pressing and holding. You will see the Apple logo, but continue holding. At some point, it'll show you continue holding for recovery. And later, it'll show you loading recovery options. Once it does, you can now release the button and wait until it opens the new recovery mode. Now it's loaded and this is what shows up. You can change the language if you want, but I'm fine with English, of course. So yeah, I'll leave it on that one. And now you can see there are 4 different options and I'll show you all of them. So the first one is a recovery assistant. It automatically checks whether there's a problem with your system, whether there's a problem with your software, and tries to fix it if possible. So let's click on continue. Then you can allow to send data to Apple. Then you will need to enter your passcode to the phone and connect to a network, to a Wi-Fi network, in order to be able to do it. So I'll enter the Wi-Fi password to a network I want to connect to. And now, as you can see, I can click on continue. Now it will start searching for issues. As you can see, in my case, no known issues were found. So I can just click on restart iPhone and see if it works. If it doesn't, then I may need to restore the iPhone. That will be shown in the later part of this video. I'll click on restart and just wait. And once it restarts, I'll just go to the recovery screen again. Okay, now I'm in the recovery mode again, and let's see the second option, which is Diagnostics mode. When I open it, I need to restart the iPhone so it enters the Diagnostics mode. Now it's loaded and I can click on continue, then choose a Wi-Fi network I'd like to connect to. It's also mandatory here. So let's enter the Wi-Fi password. Now let's agree to the terms and conditions. It's going to check the available options of diagnostics. And now we'll need to click on Run Diagnostics. Then you have different options and I will show you all of them. So let's see the Mobile Resource Inspector first. It will automatically test all the things in your phone. And then give you a result. You can see it tests the screen right now and everything else. Okay, and now this is what it looks like in the results. It shows me some warnings. These are yellow, not red. So it's not that something's not working. It's just a warning that may cause issues, but they aren't sure that it does. The other things are fine. So like my wireless charging, my MagSafe presence check, my eSIM is there, my display is authentic, and stuff like that. My software runs a beta version, so they just tell you that it may cause issues because it's a beta version. And battery condition is unknown, so there may be an issue connected with that as well. So that is the MRI test. Now, when I approve it, I can go to the next test, which is going to be audio output. And it will play a set of tones through the speakers. And you can verify that you can hear the tones and that they aren't distorted, and it plays loud test tones. So yeah, just be ready for that. Now it should load the test. You should remove any case or cover and stuff like that. Let's click on continue. Let's click on continue. And now it will start. It will let me test it. And now I can answer if the audio played correctly through the bottom speaker. Yes, it did. Now let's try continuing. That was definitely much quieter, but it was probably played through this speaker, so it's understandable. Yes, it did play through the speaker correctly, though, so let's try the next thing. Okay, that also played correctly, so I'll just go through. Oh, yeah, the test I think is finished now, so I don't even need to cut the video. Okay, now you can see that the sensors and the audio are great. The software, there's an issue with it being beta, and it may cause issues, but it doesn't say that it does. Now, let's see the pixels on the display that also can be tested. It lets you basically see if any pixels display image incorrectly. So when I click on continue, now it will show me color red. I'll lower the brightness on the camera a little bit so you can see it more like in person. And you can see I don't have any dead pixels on the screen. All the pixels are displayed correctly, so I can just slide to the next page and see it on green. Look closely to each pixel, then go to the next page. If you recognize any anomalies, I don't think so. I'm not sure what that might be on the bottom, but that's just debris. But let's say I'll mark it just to show you how to do it. You can mark it to see it, right? Then you can see the black color, dark gray, gray, light gray, and when it's done, click on done. And if you've marked anything, then it will tell you that it's that there's an issue with your display. As you can see, it shows it, and that is basically it. It's just like an interactive test that you can do yourself. Then multi-touch is also a great test. You can simply slide your fingers across the whole screen to test if the touch works on the whole screen. You can use multiple fingers, of course, for that. And if you go across a certain square and it doesn't light up blue, then you know that touch may be not working in that area. In my case, it worked totally fine. So let's get to some other tests as well. Okay, now the Face ID. We'll check the Face ID sensors, and for that, I will need to point the phone at my face. It will tell me that in a moment. Hold the device facing you about an arm's length away. And you don't need to remain still or look at the device. You just need to have your face positioned in front of the device. So I'll do it. And I'll be back in 2 minutes. And as you can see, it has also given me the result. And the last thing is camera image quality. I haven't performed that test ever, so it will be my first time performing it. We'll see. Okay, let's just take photos using each camera. The front camera first. Well, my camera is definitely dirty. Now let's take a photo. Now I can select to use it, and if there's something wrong with the photo, I could mark it. Everything is all right, but let's say there's something wrong here. Now let's click on continue. Let's click on done. Then it'll ask me to use the rear wide. I have 2 cameras on the back, so it'll probably ask me to use both of them. Yeah, so there's a photo. I can use it. There's no anomalies, so I'll just click on continue. Now let's use the ultra wide camera. Let's take a photo. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, and I'll also click on continue, and now we'll see. And now it shows me that the front camera failed interactive testing, but the other things here went fine. So that's basically it. And now I'll exit Diagnostics. I just have the recovery on my other iPhone open for making it quicker. Let's get to the next part of this recovery mode, which is erasing all content and settings directly on your phone without needing to connect a computer. Of course, you can also do it through settings, but sometimes you can't. Maybe your iPhone is locked. Maybe there's something else going on. Maybe something isn't working. You may want to erase your iPhone. Of course, it deletes all data, but sometimes it's something you need to do to fix your iPhone. And in that case, you just click on erase all content and settings, then click on erase. Then you can send the data to Apple or not. Enter your passcode, and it requires a passcode, so it's not that kind of thing that would reset your iPhone if you've forgotten your passcode, but we'll get to that later with the last thing in the recovery. Let's just give it a go so that it basically resets itself. It will take a moment. Later on, probably it'll ask me for the Apple account credentials of the account previously signed in on this device to be able to unlock the iCloud lock. But I'll show you that as well, of course, because it's pretty important to know what happens after resetting the iPhone this way. As you can see, it's currently in the process, so let's get to the next part of this video, which is going to be recovering with your computer. Now it's easier than ever to enter the computer recovery mode, because you just click on recovery mode in the recovery and then click on restart iPhone. Now it will restart it to the recovery mode that requires a computer, and I'll show you how to reset your iPhone that way. That mode is a bit superior to the one that I showed you earlier because it lets you reset your iPhone if you don't remember the passcode or password to your iPhone, but you need to remember the password and email to your Apple account anyway. It also lets you restore your system if something is not working and it couldn't be fixed by a simple reset or by the repair mode that we were in at the beginning of this video, the first one on the list in the recovery mode. So now I will need to get a cable for my iPhone and plug it into my computer. Now my iPhone's plugged into my computer and I have my computer on. So as I go to the Microsoft Store, which will be required here, if you have a Mac, then I'll show you in a moment what you need to do. But if you have a Windows computer, you need to go to Microsoft Store and search for Apple devices. Once you find them, you can install them. I have them already installed, so I can open them. Now, from this moment, it will look the same both on Windows and on macOS. But on Windows, it's in Apple devices, and on macOS, you need to open the Finder app. And in Finder, you will have the same thing displayed. Your iPhone will be listed in the sidebar. You can click on it, and then you'll see this. And update doesn't erase the content of the phone. Sometimes for fixing the issues, it may be helpful, but restoring will also reset your password and delete all the data. So I'll do restore, then restore and update. And first, it will start downloading the software from the internet and extracting it so that it can be used. Simply the newest software, verified software that doesn't have any issues can be installed freshly from the internet on this phone. So you can see it is currently extracting it because it's already downloaded. I have probably downloaded it earlier already. I'm pretty sure. Now it's preparing my iPhone for restoration, and I'll just get back to you when it's finished. And as you can see, it's currently restoring the firmware, and once it's finished, it will get to the same exact point as the other iPhone. So let's just move on to that one. As you can see, it says the iPhone's locked to the owner. So I will need to go into the iPhone, select the language, select the country or region. Let's scroll even further. It's there. Okay. Now I'll need to also connect to the Wi-Fi network. Yeah, let's select the appearance. Then I'll set up without another device, select to Wi-Fi network, connect to Wi-Fi network. Yes. Let's approve. And now it will take a moment to read some data from the cloud. And now this is what shows up. You cannot go further without doing that. And you can either unlock it with passcode or with the iCloud credentials. I'll do iCloud credentials. It won't log you into that account. It just needs that for verification to go further, and then you can log into any account, but make sure you enter the same account that was there previously. So you can see it even shows you a small hint, very minor hint. So yeah. Now let's click on next. And also it's important to know that if you're doing it with the method I did on the first phone, which is through the recovery without a computer, it just stays on the same software version, and on this phone it will install the newest non-beta version of system. So I had iOS 27 developer beta 3 installed here, and now it will return to the iOS 26. So yeah, and here it'll stay on iOS 26. Now I can just set up the phone. I'll skip everything just to show you that it's later usable. And now it's done. So the phone is set up and feel free to use it now. Yeah, that will be about it for this video. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.